We begin with breaking news. The National Tracking and Tracing Task Team under Operation BUISA has seized 226 firearms from a registered private security company. This after uncovering serious contraventions of the Firearms Control Act. The Act places strict obligations on license holders to ensure safe storage, proper authorization and accountability for all firearms. Joining us to give us an update on this is Lieutenant Colonel Amanda van Wyk, the SAPS National Spokesperson. A very good evening to you. Thank you for your time. What has happened?
Well, a very good evening to you and thank you for this opportunity. As you indicated, that was Operation BUISA that took place. Actually, over a couple of... Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, okay. So you were telling us about this operation.
Yes, the operation took place over a couple of weeks where we have focused on a private security company. We've made several seizures there for the fact that this particular company is contravening the Firearms Control Act on various levels. We've seized, for example, in Krugersdorp, where the business premises is based, over 200 firearms registered to this company. We also found 2 unlicensed firearms. This led to the arrest of the responsible person. We've also seized a rifle in Lepalale in Limpopo, which we found in possession of an unauthorized individual. Also in Makadu, 11 firearms seized just for the fact that these firearms were not stored. That was also in contravention of the Firearms Control Act. But this Operation BUISA is not particularly out there to target security companies. It was established just a month ago, particularly to address the proliferation of both unlicensed firearms and ammunition in circulation, and also firearms that are licensed but that the individuals or companies are contravening the Firearms Control Act.
You say that police are not targeting security companies. What are you investigating in this instance?
Well, as I said, Operation BUISA is aimed at addressing the proliferation of firearms or those that are contravening the Firearms Control Act. But with this particular security company, it is through our intelligence that we have identified this company for contravening. And so far with these firearms that we have seized, we were able to link them to several cases, cash and transit robberies, attempted murder of police officials. That was a case in 2016, as well as armed robberies. So you can see the strides that we are making for the fact that we have identified this company, seized the firearms, and so far preliminary investigations are pointing us to crimes being committed with these firearms. We cannot exclude additional charges that will be brought against those that are involved. It is still an ongoing investigation. And while that is going on, the team is also focused on other intel that we're getting on other individuals and other companies that are contravening or in possession of unlicensed firearms.
How many people have been arrested?
So we've arrested the owner, or not the owner, the responsible person of this company, because on that particular day that we did a compliance inspection, we have arrested him because we found these 2 unlicensed firearms. They will also face additional charges. This matter is going to be brought before court, and then, like I said, additional charges will be brought against them for contravening the Firearms Control Act. We also, in this one instance, we have seized 5 firearms from security officials in Dirkiesdorp, in Mpumalanga, for discharging and pointing firearms. So they will also face charges there. So we arrest and we seize firearms as we go along with Operation BUISA.
Amanda, what do we know about the person who's responsible for the company? I mean, are we talking about a male, a female? What sort of age are we looking at as we try and establish the inner workings of this case that you're investigating?
I don't think the profile in this regard is what is important is just the fact that this individual was appointed as a responsible person. So when I say responsible person, he will take responsibility for the storage and also for the safekeeping, the accountability in terms of the firearms being issued to security officials under their employment. So for that fact, it doesn't matter what the profile is in this regard. It's this person will face the might of the law, but it sends a message also to those that are responsible individuals in their companies, security companies, that they should make sure that they abide by the Firearms Control Act. We are coming for more firearms.
Very well. Thank you so much. As we wrap up that conversation, Amanda van Wyk, SAP's national spokesperson, speaking here about a story just in how police have seized 226 firearms from a registered private security company.